I never want my daughters to stay in a situation, any situation, because they don't have the financial means to leave. That's not pessimism. That's protection. Financial literacy gives women options, and options mean freedom.
My mom tells us all the time, never be financially dependent on anyone you're not related to by blood, not even her. At first, I didn't totally get it. Now I do.
This is Legacy at the Table, and today we're talking about raising girls who don't just survive, they thrive. Welcome to the Breakfast Table, Legacy at the Table. Today is special to me, really special.
Last week we had the boys. Today, the ladies are running things.
I've brought our daughters to the table, and we're having a conversation that too few families have: how to raise girls with financial power and independence. I want to be transparent about why this is so personal. I learned about money the hard way as an adult, after making mistakes, after feeling helpless in situations I could have avoided. I refuse to let my daughters have that experience. They are going to know their worth, their numbers, and their options starting now.
And I'll be honest, a lot of this episode is Esther's show. This is a conversation between mother and daughters that I get to witness, and I'm grateful for that.
Okay, girls, who are you and what do you want people to know about you?
My name is Maya. I'm a full-time student and I work in healthcare. And my favorite things to do is listen to music, crochet, and since I go to school and I work, I like to sleep.
My name is Naomi. I am 9 years old. I go to a Spanish dual immersion school. I'm in 4th grade. I like to do art a lot. My favorite girl group is Cat's Eye.
That's my girls. Let's start here. Maya, what does money mean to you? And not just what we've told you, but what do you think about it?
To me, money means freedom, and freedom means you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want it. Because nowadays in this economy, money is everything, and you can't do anything without money.
Yes, you can. So now, Naomi, what does money mean to you?
What money means to me is a lot of kids today say, their moms say, I'm not made of money. But if you think about it, M-O-M means made of money.
So money means mom's going to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Means you got to be nice to mom, huh?
Right.
To get money.
This question is for you guys. Do you talk to your friends about money?
Me personally, no, because I don't have much money to talk about. So I don't really talk to my friends about money. So
how do you decide when you need to go, when you want to go out with your friend to the mall, which I know you are constantly going to the mall, or to go out to eat, even though the fridge is full of food? So how do you manage those encounters when you have to meet up with a friend to go somewhere that requires money?
I just use money that I don't have, like refund checks.
But you have to work for that money. You have to be in school. And you have to do your taxes. So you are working for that money. And when you spend it, it hurts though, right?
Yes, it hurts a lot. Makes my heart ache.
How do other girls think about money, Naomi?
Since I'm really young, me and my friends don't really talk about money. But since whenever we go out, my mom or dad usually pay for it. Or they're my friend's mom.
I hear you talking to your brothers and sister about money. Like, we talk about money in the family. So what is your relationship with your money?
I usually brag about it.
Like, because you have a lot of it?
Yeah.
And I see you trying to save it. So it's like you get points for saving more money, and then that's something you can brag about.
And sometimes I use my money to buy cheap things for me and my friends.
What is something that you bought recently for you and your friends with your money?
Well, I didn't really use my money, but I asked my mom to buy me a friendship necklace for my friends.
And you did a quick research about it. You searched for several different ones and you found the one that kind of fit what you needed, but it was cheaper than the other ones that you saw.
And it was the same thing, but it was
the same thing, but cheaper. So you've learned to research. You've learned to kind of set aside, you know what you want in general, but you want to get it for the best price that works for you. And what about recently when you bought a bunch of things to do nails that was with your money?
Yeah.
And you went and researched exactly what you wanted and you saw the prices and then you gave me the money and I was able to get it for you.
and
How was that experience?
really good. And since we do chores and we earn money from that, I asked my mom to give me the money for my chore money. And then I added all of it up and gave her the money to buy it for me.
One thing I've noticed about Naomi is, Maya talked about how money equals freedom. Well, one of the ways that Naomi likes to exercise her freedom is by doing kind things for other people. So she's always trying to buy little knickknacks and gifts for people in her class or her teachers. And that's how she exercises her freedom with the money that she earns sometimes.
Maya, does money feel confusing or clear to you?
Well, it feels clear to me because everyone knows what money's for. We all need it to survive, whether we like it or not.
Sometimes money is confusing, but it's clear sometimes since I'm younger, like when I have to subtract money. But the part that's confusing is taxes. Like when I buy something and then I don't get the tax part.
What do you want to tell her about the tax part? Why does she have to pay tax?
Yeah, that's something that we really haven't talked about with the girls, but taxes are how we contribute to our community.
Like to the government?
To the government, and they provide, so the sales tax money that you, like let's say you go to 7-Eleven and you buy a donut, there's a portion of that you have to pay in taxes, and that tax money goes to often to schools, improve the roads and build the schools and fund the schools, and the parks. So those things are, that's how we contribute to our neighborhoods and trying to make them better. And it doesn't mean you have to spend more, but that is how they collect money to keep our neighborhoods safe and nice places to live. We've talked a lot about spending.
Yeah.
Maybe we could talk about saving.
Sometimes girls are told, subtly or not, that math isn't for them, that numbers are complicated, that someone else will handle the money stuff. Girls, have you ever felt that way?
Sometimes, like when I'm using my money, I could understand it since we're like learning of how to subtract a little. But when it's like the big stuff like rent or like huge things, I don't really worry about that because it's not my job right now. But when I'm older, my mom or dad might teach me how to do that.
I'm gonna cry.
Maya, how long have you been a member of our family? Okay, so you've been a member of our family for a couple of years now. What has surprised you about how we talk about money in our family?
It surprises me that you guys talk about money with Gabe and Naomi since they're younger, and they probably wouldn't really understand. So it's good that you guys talk to them about that now rather than later in the future when it's too late.
Okay, follow up. What have you learned about the expectations we've placed on you when it comes to money?
I've learned that budgeting is very important, especially now that I'm 18 and that I have rent to pay, car insurance, and other things to pay for.
And taxes.
Yeah, and taxes.
Just taxes.
When she gets paid, they automatically remove taxes from her paycheck. So when she puts in, how many hours was that last time where you put in like 14 hours? And then when she receives her paycheck, she was very disappointed.
Yeah. So when you think
Yeah.
about how much money you should be earning and you do the math in your head, when you get that paycheck, it's a little less because they took out taxes and
Yes.
you're like,
Her
oh,
math
They
is
take
a
out
math
taxes, Social Security. There's a whole bunch of different things that gets taken out. So it feels very disappointing.
Her brain isn't braining when she gets her paycheck.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's learning. That's why she's in school. That's why she's also looking for a career path that will help her have, a little bit of income that's sufficient
Like
for
a
her
nurse
for her
or a
lifestyle,
doctor,
because she has a very expensive taste.
or like a nurse
Yes.
or a doctor,
Huh?
or a surgeon.
Yeah.
Nurse, a doctor, or
Surgeon.
surgeon.
Mhm.
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh, I could not do that.
Never say you can't.
I won't do that.
Never say you can never do it.
Yes. You'll be surprised. Numbers aren't gendered. Your capability has nothing to do with being a girl. I tell you girls something a lot. Never be financially dependent on anyone you're not related to by blood. Do you know why I say that? Why do you think I would tell you something like that? To never be financially dependent on anyone you're not related to by blood.
I think we should never be financially dependent by anyone we're not related to, because you never know what they might do. Like if you don't trust them enough, they could steal something, or they could steal your money.
And why would someone that is related to you not be as prone to do that to you?
Because you've known them a lot, you've known them for a few years, and you could trust them more. Because cousins, my cousins, I tell them a lot of things, so I trust them a lot. And then siblings, I trust them a lot because they help me whenever I need help.
So Naomi, I love your answer very much, because what I got from what you said was that people that are related to you, you've known them for a while, so you know their character. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to trust someone just because they're related to you, because you know their character, and you will know some family members that you should definitely not do any business with, or do anything with money with. But so people that you know, that works because you know their character. But then the people that you don't know, you don't really know their character. But ultimately, trust but verify.
Well, and I think as I think about how you build trust and how you can spot trust between two people, having those money conversations and learning how to talk about money and learning how to manage money helps you develop the skills that you're going to need to figure out who you can trust. Now, it's not foolproof, but the more you're comfortable talking about money and planning for the future as a family, inherently those conversations are going to help you also have the kinds of conversations that will help you know whether you can trust somebody, right? Like when you're talking about money, if somebody's, hiding something, you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't trust them. And that's a good signal for you to have. But if you can have an open, honest conversation about money, you'll get a sense very quickly about whether somebody's trustworthy or not based on that conversation. So I think what Naomi's saying is she feels like she can trust her siblings because she's had a lot of dealings with them, and we've taught them how to earn together, how to plan together, how to save together, and we don't hide from any of those conversations.
Sometimes, when you talk with friends about money, and they have a little bit of money, and you say I have this much and it's a lot, they'll be like, ooh, I could take some of that for myself.
That's a
And
red
then-
flag.
And then whenever you guys go out, they'll be like, I forgot my wallet home, can you pay? And then
Another red flag.
by the time you go out 5 times, all your money will be gone.
Yep.
And then they won't be your friend anymore.
We've all had friends like that, huh? Oh, I left my wallet at home. Do you remember when you did the lemonade stand and your older brother was your business manager?
No.
You don't
But-
remember that?
Oh,
You, I think it might have been Taylor. You did a lemonade stand in front of the church, and Joseph was the business manager. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Why did you need a business manager?
because if we did just me and Taylor, we wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
When people would give us money, we wouldn't want to like take it from them.
Yeah.
'cause we're
So
young.
so her and her friend, this was a few years ago, so they were a lot younger. They were willing to put in the work and the charm. Like you could get people to buy lemonade because you were so stinking cute. But you needed somebody with the expertise on like making the
Experience.
lemonade and counting the money and making sure that someone didn't come rip you off, right?
And like if we had a bunch of people, it would be harder to split
To
it,
manage.
Yeah.
and we would need someone to help. And since Jojo was the
Manager.
manager, he would also get like money, so we'd split it 3 ways.
And Joseph was a really good manager. He took his fee, so he earned his money, but he was able to like keep the product stocked, and he was able to run back and forth from the house. He was able to count the money and divide it
Split
up
it.
fairly.
And pay
so
everyone.
You were all satisfied because you got your money and you did the fun part of the business, which was selling the lemonade, and then he did the
Boring
back end
part.
stuff for a
The
fee.
boring.
The boring.
So everybody
the boring
won.
side.
Pretty good, and a good example of how you can develop trust among your siblings. You go into business with somebody, and you very quickly, like either the trust is built up or it's broken, and you learn that lesson really fast.
And if you if that friend takes all your money and like you have a little bit left over, your sibling can help you bring it back up.
Invest
I
it.
love that.
Yeah.
And your siblings can make sure that nobody takes advantage of you, right?
So they'll
Like
beat them
that-
up.
Yes.
Like older brothers are good at making sure that
Being your bodyguards.
other people
Beating
treat you
people
fairly.
up.
Yes. One thing that I like that we do as a family is have these conversations because it also helps you guys know what questions to ask when you are dealing with people and money, right? So if you didn't know anything about money, but we didn't have these conversations, you would feel very uncomfortable. And even if you saw someone doing something wrong, you wouldn't question them because you would feel so awkward. So these conversations are to help you feel more comfortable having those conversations with anyone when it comes to money and managing and making sure that you are earning what you deserve.
And sometimes when you're going to hang out with your friend, you get there a bit early, and sometimes they could be on a call with someone saying that they are gonna do something, and then you hear you overhear it. So you come out when there's sometimes people come out when they're still on the call, and then they'll be like, "Who were you calling?" Then pretend not to hear everything they just said.
Awesome. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Maya.
Girls, tell us about something you're saving for right now.
So right now, I'm currently saving for a trip to Florida to see my sister because I miss her very much, and she's about to give birth. So I want to be there for her when she gives birth.
What a great thing to save for. What about you, Naomi?
So I'm not really saving for anything right now, but something that I want to save for is a party on Valentine's Day with my friends.
Yeah.
Your Galentine's. She introduced me to that term, and it's wonderful. So we're planning for that.
Galentine's party. And what's a better Galentine's party than one that you can pay for yourself, huh? You don't need to rely on a sugar daddy to pay for it.
But how does that feel to be working toward that instead of just asking your awesome mom to just pay for it or your awesome dad to just fund it? How does it feel to be saving towards something? How does it feel to buy something with money that you have earned?
It hurts really bad because I hate spending my own money because I could be using that for shopping or something less important because that's more fun spending my money on things that I don't need because it feels good. But when it comes to things like insurance or school, it hurts really bad, even though it's things that I need, but it's oh well.
Well, okay, so what about things that you want to buy, the fun stuff? How does it feel to be able to buy that stuff after you've worked for that money?
It feels good because I know that I worked for that money and that I don't have to worry about paying anybody back. So, yeah.
It feels whenever I'm buying something, I like when I save up for something and buy it. Sometimes, like one time on this Jessie episode, it said it taste better once you work for it, and it feels the same way when you save up for it and you use your money to buy it.
So it is better when you've earned it, huh? Feels more rewarding, more satisfying. Yeah.
I think the one thing that you've done recently was to buy your whole nail supplies
Studio.
to do your nails. And I remember every time the package arrived, it was your money that you spent. And every time the packet arrived, you were able to like feel good about receiving
was
that packet.
excited.
And then you were able to display it and put it together. And you know, it's all you. Like you put in that work to get those things, and you're enjoying it. You know, you get to do your cousin's nails, you get to do your sister's nails, and even your dad's nails.
I got the nails done. They're not done now, but I had them for a while.
So it feels good, and that's what we want you all to experience: is that feeling of I did this, I put in the work, I earned this money, and I'm spending it how I want to spend it. Because normally I wouldn't allow you to spend my money on a whole bunch of nail kits, because to me that's not the value. That doesn't have a value for me. But for you, it had a value for you, and that was everything that you earned and put into getting what you wanted. And then Maya, I know that. Oh, what did you buy recently? Oh, your shirt. Now, I've seen you're always buying little shirts and little things like that. And this time around when you bought that shirt, you know, you had this really there was this happiness over you because you got this shirt. And for me, I was just like, you have a ton of shirts, like, but you bought it with your money. You had worked, and then that's what you spent your money on. And in that moment, it made you feel good. You earned that. You didn't have to ask me for money. Yay.
And the guy I liked said that it looks good on me, so I had to buy it.
We're going to talk about that, because next time he buys that for you, if he thinks it looks good, let him buy it. Don't spend your money on that. Just kidding. Not kidding. Okay, honesty time. Same questions we asked the boys. What do you wish we did differently as we discuss money in the house? What do you guys wish we did differently?
I personally wish that you guys weren't like so strict about the debt and stuff, because I hate being in debt and that I have to pay back, but that's just life. So I can't really complain much, but I'm going to complain because I can.
That's because that's what you guys do. Now, can you tell our audience quickly what you mean by debt? What debt are you referring to? Creditors or dad and mom creditors?
Mom and dad, because I've had some issues with my car and I didn't have the money for it, so my parents came to save the day. But now I have to pay them back, unfortunately. But,
Fortunately.
It's unfortunate for me.
I just want to follow that line of thought a little bit. Why do you think Mom and I are so strict on the debt?
I think it's to prepare me for the future when I have actual debt with actual creditors. So I know like how important it is to pay back, especially on time.
Naomi?
Something I wish you guys did differently was give us more money for our chores, because I only get $4 a week, but I'd rather have it to $5 a week, since I do the harder job dishes. And well, this isn't really with you guys, but same thing as Maya, I don't really like the debt that I'm in with my siblings, because whenever I want to go out with my siblings, I always don't have the money. And then whenever I do have money, it's never enough for this thing I want.
Aren't you sitting on like a wad of cash in your bedroom? Don't you have like $80 cash
Where?
in your wallet?
No,
What happened to that?
it's all in my Venmo,
Oh, okay.
so they can't steal it.
So that trust only goes so far, huh? That's good.
So what you just did right there was negotiated, even though I don't think you realize that you're doing that, but you're speaking up. You're essentially saying, hey, mom and dad, I understand that you are strict, but I think you can do a little bit better with the pay. And when you go to work for someone, an employer, you will be confident enough to go to your boss and say, hey, I've been here some time. Here's what they're paying in the market, in the open market for this job. And I've been doing wonderfully. Is that a word? Wonderfully? Yeah. And I feel that you could meet me here now.
And if I could get a promotion for like staying overnight.
Yeah.
Well, not overnight, but like longer over my shift.
Yeah.
I love it. This is the honest conversations we want to have, because it's not just about the chores. It's teaching you how to navigate real life. And we're doing this in a much early stage in your life so that you're comfortable. So it becomes second nature to you. Because some people struggle. Did you guys know this? Some people that work like adults, they struggle to ask for a raise, even though they absolutely deserve it. Everyone knows they deserve it. But if you don't ask, no one will give it to you.
Like Starbucks.
And if you don't ask, it's very rare that someone else will say, you know what? Let me go ahead and throw a few more dollars on your pay. So it's important that you have the confidence to recognize your value and then speak up for it.
Like Starbucks workers, because a lot of people come into Starbucks.
You're just name dropping. These people are not funding our podcast.
Like Starbucks workers, a lot of like YouTubers come in and then ask for like 100 lattes. And then the Starbucks workers like don't want to say no since they're like YouTubers and like they're not getting any money to be on it. And then they had to do it for like a long time. And then like they're not even paying for their supply.
The YouTubers are not paying the workers for the Starbucks?
Yeah.
Are they purchasing it?
No, yeah, like
yeah, they get paid.
But like Starbucks doesn't have like as many supplies.
Okay.
So like, and if they want 100 lattes, that'd be a lot.
That would be a lot.
Okay. So those workers' parents should have had these conversations with them and taught them how to navigate that, right? Even at work, you can negotiate with the customers that come in and ask for crazy things, crazy numbers of drinks. Naomi, that's fair. I do believe that we do need to increase the life skills pay, and we can do that at our family meeting. We can have that conversation and we can bring it to the table and see where everyone else is at. And then Maya, I'm glad that you see the benefit of what we're doing, because it's not trying to punish you, but we're trying to help you prepare for the real world, which you're currently in. But luckily you have your parents, so you don't have to do it alone. But we still have to prepare you, because at some point you will take that step. And when that happens, we want to make sure that you are set. Okay?
And we can work on making money fun too. We do a little bit of that with life skills, but for you, we can work on ways to make evaluating your debt and paying it off a little less painful also.
I want to speak directly to the mothers listening and to women who might become mothers. Here's what I wish someone had told me. Your financial literacy is the first financial education your daughters receive. Before you say a word about money, they're watching how you handle it. Do you know your family's budget? Do you participate in financial decisions? Or do you defer to someone else because they're better with numbers? I had to unlearn that. I had to step into my power as an adult. Our daughters don't have to wait that long. And I'm just going to add this. And spoiler alert to you girls. When Dad and I first got married, I did not like talking money with him. I did not like talking budget. I had never had that conversation before growing up, but he insisted. And do you remember how hard that used to be? I think there were tears at times.
For you.
Yeah.
Dad's not emotional. He's emotional like when it's really sad, like cats die.
True.
Yeah.
But those few conversations were really, really hard. But I am so glad that you stuck with it, because it has made me a better person. And now I see the benefit of it. And now I'm passing it on to you girls So because I want you to be very comfortable with these conversations, okay? And I want you to pass it on to your children and to your friends. Help them out. Be that change that we need in this world.
Be the mom in the group.
Be the mom in the group. Hey, you could be the mom in the group in the financial way, because I know you have some friends that are moms in the group and they're very empathetic. Like they take care of you when you're sad, right? Every friendship group can have someone that has more skills, and that's what you bring to the table. Okay?
Yeah.
Here's the hard truth. Women outlive men. Women often take career breaks for caregiving. Women face wage gaps. These are the realities. A woman who doesn't understand finances is vulnerable. I don't say that to scare you. I say it to motivate you. When you teach your daughter about money, you're giving her armor. You're giving her options. You're giving her freedom. If you want her to be confident, she needs to see you being confident, even if you're learning alongside her. That is powerful. Show her that learning never stops. How do we do this? It's about age-appropriate empowerment. For girls 5 to 10, focus on confidence. Let them count money. Let them pay at the register. Let them see that money is just a tool. For preteens, 10 to 14, introduce goal setting. Show them how interest works. Open their first real account. For teenagers, let them make real decisions with real consequences. Give them a clothing budget. Let them manage it. If they run out, they wait. Let them feel that. Teach them this. You're not waiting to be taken care of. You are capable of taking care of yourself and others. Here's your homework. First, have a conversation with your daughter about what money means to her. Listen more than you talk.
Second, open a real savings account in her name, not a jar, an account she can watch grow.
Third, help her set a goal and create a visual tracker. Walk her through the math.
And finally, for the moms, examine your own relationship with money. Are you modeling what you want her to become?
Girls, any final words for families listening?
Paying bills, paying off debt, and saving is really painful, but it teaches you that independence that you need.
I'm glad I have a family I can trust because managing money is easier as a family.
Financial literacy is protection. It's power. It's options. And every girl deserves to have it.
You've now met the whole family, the boys and the girls. This is what it looks like. Imperfect, in progress, but intentional.
Coming up this season, we're going deeper. Credit building, starting businesses before 18, investing, real estate as a family strategy.
We'll keep bringing the whole family to the table because this is a family journey.
Until next time, teach your daughters, show them what's possible, and remember, legacy isn't accidental.
It's built on purpose.
The content shared on The Broker's Table, Legacy at the Table podcast is intended for educational and informational purposes only. While we discuss principles, strategies, and real-life experiences related to finance, family, and faith, watching or listening to this content will not make you rich or guarantee immediate financial success. True growth and lasting results require consistent effort, discipline, and wise application of the knowledge gained. The insights provided are meant to guide, inspire, and equip you to make better decisions over time, not to serve as quick fixes or promises of instant wealth. We encourage viewers to thoughtfully apply what they learn in ways that align with their personal circumstances, values, and long-term goals.